I'm so afraid of getting a phone call
that you're in the hospital, or even worse, a knock at the door by police.
If your one working kidney gets damaged, there is no backup for you.
And I never want to experience you being on that deathbed again.
I am not your enemy. I am your mother, and hopefully your best friend.
I'm cutting carrot because I'm cooking dinner and I'm going to give everyone food poisoning.
I think it will be very good.
Thank you for your support, Christopher. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
This looks really great.
It looks too lovely.
It looks too lovely.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for today's meal. Brooke, you did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Yeah. It tasted excellent.
It was very, very good, Brooke.
The dinner is a triumph, and for the first time, the family see a genuinely happy Brooke. And she's made a momentous decision.
Annika,
Annika.
got a present for you.
Yeah?
I snapped them all.
You did?
I'm quitting. So you can't even give them back to me. I'm proud of myself.
Yeah,
I snapped a whole packet of cigarettes. That would never ever happen. Ever. Like ever. You don't know how big deal that is. Like even...
That's great.
I'm proud to. I'm proud to.
So I think if you want something to work in the long run, you have to want people to want to change themselves.
That would never ever happen, like ever.
It just remains to be seen if Brooke's change is for real.
10, 11, 12.
Oh, I can almost count to 20.
Okay.
After a defiant start, Brooke has finally let her guard down and embraced family life. She's even started getting Swedish lessons from 11-year-old Christopher.
Wait, what's I want to be off?
Mark's progress, however, seems to have slowed. So Peter's taking him on one of his favourite nature walks.
You told me before that your mom and your dad, they separated.
Yep.
Do you have a connection to your father yet?
Sometimes.
Do you like your father?
Yeah, he's okay.
Okay, Mark.
Really need a smoke.
I don't know you that well. I've just met you a few days. But do you know what I see in you? I see in you a boy, a young man who has lots of talents. You're good at swimming, you have lots of humor. My sons, they like you a lot. They think you're a good brother.
Everyone says the same thing over and over and over again. And, oh, you're so good at this, I'm proud of you.
You think so negatively about everything. What do you see here?
Really pink hands.
Yeah. Do you see two empty hands?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. I didn't have an easy start in my life either, believe it or not. Then I came to a conclusion that I better start doing something good for myself and for people I like. What I found out with Mark is that when he is private with me and the boys, he's very gentle and nice. He's a nice young man. He's a boy. But when he goes out there and meets other people, he just wants to impress. And I think he's a bit insecure about that.
3 years ago when I moved to Queensland, I started hanging out with the wrong crowd, and that's when my behaviour changed. I used to listen to my parents, and then I went downhill, and then I never listened to my parents. I find it easier to lie than actually telling them the truth.
On the other side of the world, in Caboolture, Queensland, Mark's mother, Rowena, writes him a letter.
To my one and only son, Mark. First off, I'd like to say you mean the world to me. I love you and miss you very much.
You are on a journey of a lifetime, a journey of self-discovery, and hopefully you embrace a few manners along the way.
I try to be the best parent I can for you with what I have learnt along my life's journey, but there are many times I face roadblocks along the way.
I feel sad and lonely. It makes me feel like I am working for the enemy.
As for you drinking, I really want you to stop binge drinking, Mark. I'm so afraid of getting a phone call
that you're in the hospital or even worse, a knock at the door by police.
If your one working kidney gets damaged, there is no backup for you.
And I never want to experience you being on that deathbed again.
I am not your enemy. I am your mother, and hopefully your best friend. I truly hope you embrace this opportunity you have been given. I love you with all my heart, Mark, and I will see you when you return home.
During his time in Sweden, Mark's strongest connection has been with the Wallenskog sons. And the importance of this bond may have had a bigger impact than Mark has been letting on.
What I've learnt here I'll take home with me. The boys treat their parents well, listen to them and respect them. If they can get on with their parents, and I'm going to try it when I go home and see if it'll work. Smile. Gorgeous. It feels good to be one of the brothers. I've never really had that much fun and all that kind of stuff. I think I'll miss them when I say goodbye.
Peter and Annika have discovered a secret ambition of Mark's. He's got a huge passion to one day work with animals, so they've organised a special treat.
Wolves, bears, very dangerous mooses.
Oh, look at this little mouth.
Is that a little one or a big one?
Oh, look at it.
You don't want to get it mad.
I would not want to cross one of them in a dark alley.
There are two different sets of teenagers going home now than coming here. I think it's a big difference.
We really think that our way of living has made an impression on them.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun here without alcohol and drugs. I didn't know that I could do that, but I can.
Didn't expect myself to change or to actually want to be good. I'm proud of not smoking anymore.
Doing very, very good.
Proud that I've got a week without drinking. I'm proud that I've actually sworn a lot less and I haven't even meant to.
The first day I thought, when are they going home? But now I will really miss them.
The question is, will their new attitudes melt away when they're back on home turf?